Hello, it's Jeremy Williams again. Just another 3-minute short video. Hopefully it'll enrich your life to some extent. We're just continuing with thoughts on the topic of independence, emotional independence, and the point of this in a day-to-day life and actually getting somewhere in your job. So I'd just like to share a very short story. Ooh, by the way, if you haven't watched the other videos, go back and watch them because this will make a bit more sense. Like the actual benefit of somebody's life of a bit of independence and operating out of what's good for them and internal reference point and such like. It's just a story of a chappie who didn't like. This is a real bloke who's telling me about this quite recently. Who, surprise, surprise, was in a job he didn't particularly like. He wanted to be self-employed. He was planning for setting up his own business, which actually had to be coaching. And he was running out of time in the day. Could see how everything was working out. He was working part-time. So he went up to his employers and asked, could he go part-time? The dirty word. And his employers said no. And he said, well, actually, I've got all this stuff going on in my life. I feel really bad about just walking out and letting you down, and especially on such short notice. And I know I'm doing it right now. I'm doing an important job for you. But it's kind of difficult for me. I have these dreams. I want to do this. He explained exactly what he wished to do. And after a couple of days, one of his managers wandered off, came back again. They said, well, we'll have a word. We'll think about it. And a couple of days after that, he was offered part-time employment. This was in an office job that he had, where dozens of people had applied, gone off and asked for part-time employment. Said, I have quite well paid. I can easily support myself on 3 or 4 days a week. I need to spend more time with my kids and I just don't have any time to do what I want to do. And they'd all been told my way or the highway. They'd all been told to clear off. This guy had come from a more empowered position where he was saying what he wanted, what his other options were, explaining that he did have other options and he really didn't want to let them down, but he had somewhere better to go to. Magically, the first one in the office, and he was given part-time work. And he was less important to the company to all the other people who'd been told, my way or the highway, clear off. Because he was saying he was likely to leave in a few months. The other people who'd been told to just shove off might well have been with the company for years, decades. But what's the difference here? I'm going to suggest it's his attachment. It's the position, the only real difference is the emotional position he was coming from his own direction, from his own intuition and such like, saying, actually, I have this to do. I have this stuff to do. I'm not just asking for something. I'm going out to give something as well. Anyway, does that make sense? You with me? Everybody, you understand that? Do you have any questions? If you do, post them in the comments box and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. Anyway, thanks very much. See you again shortly.